Peace, y'all. This is Oubria again. And I actually just wanted to check in really quickly and do a very specific video. This is a check-in for the energy of those who identify as divine masculines, but the ones that are actually walking in their purpose and possibly already in union with their divine feminine. So this is just like for the high vibing divine masculines, okay? So this is just going to be a really quick I just heard affirmation, validation. Yeah, that's not what I was going for, but maybe that's what this is going to be. I wanted to say check-in, but maybe this will just be like an affirmation or a validation for you that you are doing the right thing, that you are headed in the right direction, and that you do belong here. Okay? That you do belong. So for your energy, we have the Two of Swords. So you might be in a space where you're kind of blocking out your intuition. You may feel like your intuition has led you into spaces where you're not quite sure what you're doing here. Yeah, I'm feeling that you're uncertain. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know who you should listen to. You don't know if you should follow your heart or your head. I'm just getting that you're a little bit torn. So that's making you not decide anything at all. So you could be in a space where you're just in a standstill. And like I said, you might just need a word of encouragement to let you know which way to go, or that being in this space is the best place to be right now. Kind of like, I feel like you're getting the feeling that if you don't know what to do, that you should do nothing, and you want to make sure that's correct, okay? We also have the Devil card to clarify the Two of Swords, because I feel like you're in a space where you know that if you do anything, it'll be the same thing that you've always done. Can you see that? Yeah. Where you know that if you do anything, it will be the same thing that you always do. So you could just be kind of in a rut where you know you need to do something different, but you don't know how, you don't know what is different, but you know you can't keep doing the same thing because it's become toxic and redundant. So you're needing a change, but you're waiting on your intuition before you actually make that change. Okay, what is in the energy surrounding you? We have the Seven of Cups. So yeah, there's confusion surrounding you. You don't quite know who you are. Four of Swords. I feel like you're in a space where you may be actually hurt about things that have happened from the past. And so it's making you kind of cloudy because, it's like if we don't have a grip on what happened to us, on what really went down in the past, it can be difficult to move forward into the future. So I feel like you're in a space where you're, now once again, this is the energy that's surrounding you, okay? So there could be somebody in your energy space who feels confused about just what the fuck is going on. Why aren't you doing anything? Why aren't you moving? Why are you just being still? Why aren't you listening to me? Why aren't you hearing me? Why aren't my words moving you like the way that they normally do? Why am I not being able to force you into doing the same thing that you usually do just by telling you to do it? So you could have a person in your energy who feels like you don't give a shit about them because they're not able to manipulate you at this time. They're not able to change your mind. They're not able to force you forward. They're not able to force you to retreat. You're just kind of holding your position. Okay, one more card for what's in your environment. We have the Knight of Cups. So I feel like whoever this is, there's someone who's coming at you very sweetly. They're trying to understand exactly what it is that's going on. So they may be flattering you. They may be trying to play up on your connection. Like, okay, well, just talk to me about it because I always know what to do. We can always figure things out together. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just getting like a very strong codependent vibe. Someone is dependent on you to do the same things that you always do, and so you're not doing that. And so I feel like they're coming up with new ways to be sweet, to be kind, to be immature. This person might also be making really fucked up immature decisions because they're hoping that you're going to step in with some sort of guidance like you always do and tell them what to do, tell them who they are. You're not doing that. You are just being really withdrawn. Okay, so what's your advice? Divine Masculine, what's your advice? We have the Ace of Swords. So I'm getting be very firm in your communication. if you have to say something, say it once and that's it. So this isn't a lot of communication back and forth. This is you kind of standing on your word, being a man of your word. And if you don't know how to be a man of your word right now because you don't know exactly what you want to happen, so you don't want to make any promises, is what I'm getting. Don't say anything. Yeah, Star card. Focus on your own healing, and it's okay for you to say that, like, hey, I'm focusing on me right now. I'm focusing on my healing right now. I'm just focusing on what's trying to, figure out what's going on with me. I'm getting someone will be hurt by this, but that's not your intention, and that should not be your concern. Divine Masculine, you just have to kind of put your oxygen mask on yourself first, okay? So let me just get an outcome for your reading really quickly before I close it out. Divine Masculine, what's your outcome? We have the King of Swords. Oh my goodness, such strong, logical energy. You're really being encouraged to step into your masculinity as like full right brain, logical, not emotional, not leaning into your feelings or emotions, not allowing yourself to be manipulated by anybody else's feelings or emotions, but just making a decision and sticking to it. And I feel like this is different for you. This type of behavior might be a change for you. You might be the type of person who is very easily swayed because you don't want to hurt other people's feelings, or you don't want other people to look at you poorly, but that might have gotten you into situations in the past where you would say something and then go back on it because you really only said it to please someone else, but then when you really thought about things, you realized you wanted to make a different decision for yourself. So you just standing on your thought, your logic, and not being swayed is new but necessary. And I feel like it might have some sort of a backlash. You might have fears of people leaving you, not standing by you, not being by your side because you're not able to be controlled or manipulated. But I'm getting you're going to have to face those fears. Even if you have to be alone, you have to be yourself. You have to be authentic. Yeah, we got the Five of Pentacles. So you might end up feeling a little bit abandoned, but that's only because somebody else is going to abandon you because they feel abandoned because you're not making the decisions and you're actually waiting to check your intuition. It's really interesting because, checking with your intuition, Divine Masculine, that's actually typically a feminine trait. So I feel like you're leaning more into by leaning more into your feminine intuitive nature, which means you can't be forced and you can't be moved until you feel like that's the right thing to do. It's actually putting you more in your masculine energy, which is like understanding that the logical thing to do is to not make any decision until you can make a focused, strong, permanent decision that will stand the test of time. So this is, I don't know, it's kind of a juxtaposition. That might be why you're in a space where you just need some feedback and you just need someone to say like, hey, am I doing the right thing here? So I'm here to let you know that you are doing the right thing. Temperance card, you're being very wise, you're being very patient, you're being very prudent, and you're being independent, and those are all very good things, okay? And I feel like, once again, that's new for you. So if it feels weird, that's okay. It's new, but it's important. This is a very important phase that you're going through. Okay, so that's been your reading, Divine Masculine. If you would like a personal reading from me, that information will be in the description box below. Please take a moment to like this video and to subscribe to my channel. Okay, thank you. Bye.